Hi everyone, it's Carissa back with another knitting tutorial for you today. We are going to be looking at the Brioche Star Stitch. Now this is a special brioche stitch that combines a decrease and an increase to make it appear as though two columns of brioche knit stitches are crisscrossing here in the middle. You can use this stitch just a single time as a decorative feature like this, or you can work it as an all-over pattern that forms sort of a lattice of brioche stitches all crisscrossing each other. Now the way this is formed is essentially a two-stitch brioche decrease and a two-stitch brioche increase at the same time. So your stitch count is not going to change. And since there are two ways to work a brioche two-stitch decrease, either a right-leaning or a left-leaning decrease, that means there are two ways to work this brioche star stitch as well. Let's look at how to do that. So I'm going to start off. I'm on a light side, light color row. So I am going to work a few stitches and get to where I want to put my first brioche star stitch. So I am going to work a brioche star stitch across these next 3 stitches. I am going to decrease them down into 1 stitch and at the same time increase back out to 3 stitches. And let's work the left-leaning brioche star stitch first. So I'm going to essentially work a brioche left slanting decrease, but there's also going to be a 2-stitch brioche increase at the same time. I will start by slipping my first stitch, which is actually 2 strands of yarn because it is a slip 1 yarn over from the previous row. I'm going to start by slipping that as if to brioche knit. So I'll insert my right hand needle from left to right as if I'm going to work a brioche knit stitch, but I'm just going to slip it off the left needle instead. Now with the next 2 stitches, the purl stitch here and the slip 1 yarn over, so that's 3 strands of yarn. I am going to work a 2-stitch brioche increase. So I am going to brioche knit those 2 stitches or 3 strands of yarn together. So I'll insert my right hand needle from left to right through all 3 strands of yarn, and I will knit them together. But I will not drop the old stitches off the left needle yet. I'm going to swing my needle around to the back and work a yarn over, and then bring my needle to the front again, and I'm going to brioche knit those 3 strands of yarn together a second time. So insert my needle into all 3 strands again and knit again. So now I have 3 strands of yarn coming from those 2 stitches that I have worked together. Now I can drop the old stitches off the left hand needle. But I still have this slip 1 yarn over here on the right hand needle that I just slipped to get it out of the way. I'm going to use my left hand needle to reach over and grab those 2 strands of yarn and pull them up and over and off the needle over this increase that I've worked. So I'll use my left hand needle to grab both of those strands of yarn, and I'm going to pull them over that increased stitch that I worked and off the right hand needle. And now that brioche star stitch that is left leaning, you can see that this first stitch ended up on top and it's leaning to the left. That stitch is now complete. Now let's work another slip 1 yarn over to get to another 3 stitches where we will work a brioche star stitch English style with the yarn in the right hand. So again, I want to slip the first stitch as if to brioche knit. So I'll insert my right hand needle into both strands of yarn, but just slip it off the left hand needle instead. And then with the next 2 stitches, I want to work a 2-stitch brioche increase. So I'll insert my right hand needle through all 3 strands, both of those stitches. I will knit them together. Then I want to work a yarn over and then knit them together again. Now I can drop the old stitches off the left hand needle. And now I have 3 strands of yarn, a little bit tight, 3 strands of yarn coming out of that decrease. But I still have this slip 1 yarn over that I slipped, so I need to grab that and pull it up and over and off the right hand needle. And now I have worked a second brioche star stitch. So I have 3 strands of yarn there that want to crisscross each other, but that's okay. 3 strands of yarn coming out of that left leaning decrease. So my stitch count has not changed. I started with 1, 2, 3 stitches. I still have 3 stitches. Now let's work another slip 1 yarn over, bring my yarn to the front and slip 1. Now let's work a right leaning brioche star stitch across these next 3 stitches. So this is going to be essentially a brioche right slanting decrease, but with that increase thrown in there as well. So in order to do this, I'm going to again slip the first stitch as if to brioche knit, but now instead of combining the next 2 stitches, I'm going to work things in a little bit different order. So just in that center stitch, I'm going to work a knit 1, yarn over, and knit that stitch again. So there is my increase, 3 stitches coming out of that 1 stitch. And now I want to take the 2 columns of brioche knit stitches on either side, and I want to pull those up and over the increase that I just worked. And I'm going to do that with the right hand stitch first. So I'll use my left needle to grab those 2 strands that I slipped and pull them up and over and off the right hand needle. And then I want to bring the 3rd stitch, this slip 1 yarn over my increase as well. So first my increase needs to be on the left hand needle. So I'm going to transfer all 3 of those strands of yarn to my left hand needle. Then I will use my right hand needle to grab the next stitch, the slip 1 and the yarn over, and bring them up and over and off the left hand needle. And now that my brioche star stitch is complete, I'm going to slip those 3 stitches back to my right hand needle so that I can keep on going. So now I have joined these 3 stitches here, a brioche knit column, a purl stitch in the middle, and a brioche knit column here. I've joined them together with a decrease, but I've also worked an increase up here. So 3 stitches, still 3 stitches. Let's look at that right leaning brioche star stitch Continental style with the yarn in our left hand. So we'll do our slip 1 yarn over to get to the next 3 stitches where we want to work a brioche star stitch. And again, I'm going to slip the first stitch as if to brioche knit just to get it out of the way for the moment. I'll work my increase in just the next stitch. So knit 1, yarn over, and knit 1, all in that stitch. So now I have 3 stitches coming out of that 1. Then I want to bring the first stitch that I slipped and its yarn over that increase. So grab that with my left hand needle, pull it up and over. And then I want to bring the third stitch that's still on my left hand needle here over the increase. So I have to relocate the increase to my left hand needle, all 3 strands, just slip those over. Then I'll use my right hand needle to grab the next stitch and its yarn over and bring those up and over and off the left hand needle. And now I will slip the stitches back to my right hand needle and my star stitch is complete. Let's go ahead and finish out this row. Now I have worked 4 brioche star stitches, 1, 2 that lean to the left, and 1, 2 that lean to the right. They're gonna look like a hot mess right now. Just like with a lot of things in brioche, you can't really see what's going on until you have worked a little bit more fabric beyond the star stitches. So I have worked my brioche star stitches on a light side, light color row. When I finish out my light side, dark color row, I'm going to need to do something a little bit special for each of those star stitches to reestablish the brioche ribbing for each of them, just like you would for any brioche increase. So I'm going to work my brioche ribbing until I get to the first star stitch. Slip 1 yarn over, brioche purl. So here is my first star stitch. It's just 3 strands of white yarn. There are no slip 1 yarn overs to brioche. So I just worked a brioche purl over here. So my next stitch is going to be a slip 1 and yarn over. Now my next stitch does not have a yarn over, so I can't brioche purl it. I'm just going to do a regular purl stitch. And then the third stitch will be another slip 1 and yarn over. And now those 3 stitches of the star stitch have been re-established for brioche purling. I'm sorry, brioche ribbing. I'm going to work 1 more brioche purl to get to the next star stitch. And let's look at that with the yarn in my right hand. So my next stitch will be a slip 1 yarn over. My yarn is already in the front, so I'm going to slip that stitch and work my yarn over. I will purl the next stitch. It's not a brioche purl, just a regular purl. And then again, another slip 1 and yarn over. So now those 3 stitches from our star stitch have been re-established in brioche ribbing. Go ahead and brioche purl the next stitch. Here's another brioche star stitch. So we'll slip 1 and yarn over, purl the center stitch, and another slip 1, yarn over. Brioche purl the stitch in between my star stitches. And let's go back to Continental style. And we'll work this 1 last brioche star stitch again. We'll do a slip 1, yarn over, purl the center stitch, and slip 1, yarn over. And we'll finish out our brioche ribbing to the end of the row. So now each of our star stitches, they still don't really look pretty, but they will once we get a little bit more fabric established. But they are at least back in the brioche format where we have a slip 1 yarn over and then a single strand of yarn by itself. Then a slip 1 yarn over and then a single strand. Okay, now I have worked a few more rows of brioche ribbing beyond our star stitches so you can better see the actual star stitches. Now the first two that we worked were left slanting, so you can see that the column of knit stitches on the right ended up on top of our star stitch, so it leans to the left. Same thing with the second one here. The third and fourth star stitches that we worked lean to the right because the left hand column ended up on the top of the star stitch, so it leans to the right. So we have two left leaning brioche star stitches and two right leaning brioche star stitches. Now it is important to note that this is not a reversible stitch. So the opposite side of my work does have the columns of brioche knitting interrupted each time we work one of those star stitches. So that is just something to keep in mind, that even though brioche ribbing is reversible, the star stitch is going to look different on the other side of the work. But there you go, that is a brioche star stitch with two different versions, right or left leaning. I hope that you have found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.